watching Eagan AM.
This week on Eagan AM.
Written in the stars.
An edgy encore.
And the wildcat world of sports.
Live from Studio 1A, this is Eagan AM. Good morning, I'm Allie Moss.
And I'm Ethan Estrem.
Seniors, your lunch order payments are due today.
Be sure to drop off your cash or check in the attendance office.
In addition, to receive your senior lunches, you must complete the senior survey on Family Connection by tomorrow.
Over the past couple days, High Schools Against Cancer has been doing its Pennies for Patients fundraiser.
Additional money was raised during conferences and last night at Chick-fil-A.
These funds will be added to the grade that is currently in the lead, and it's hard to say this, which is the freshman.
The fundraiser runs through D-Lunch Friday. The winning grade, the whole grade, will receive free ice cream.
So listen, seniors, we have until D-Lunch on Friday to beat the freshmen. We can do it. Tomorrow, one of the most anticipated movies of the year hits the big screens.
Avengers: Infinity War has been the accumulation of a decade of different Marvel movies.
The event has been so highly anticipated that the cast members themselves were given fake scripts to prevent spoilers.
Avengers 3 will intertwine the plots and characters of all your favorite Marvel movies of the past and set the stage for the next generation of heroes.
Infinity War is projected to have a $235 million opening.
That will make it the 6th highest grossing movie of all time.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be higher than that.
It is. It's going to be amazing.
Seniors, after 4 years in this building, 8 to 10 hours a day, do you think you know every nook and cranny of this school?
We wanted to test your knowledge. Here's Olivia with more.
With the end of the year fast approaching, seniors are going to be leaving soon. And after 4 years in the school, they should know their way around pretty well. Can you guess where I am in the school? You have until the end of the show to guess on the Eagan AM Twitter page at Eagan_AM. Good luck, everyone.
The school year is quickly coming to an end. We are closing in on the event that many call the best night of their life, prom.
We have more info on what you can do before the big day arrives.
There's 2 parts to prom. The Grand March will be held right here at Eagan High School. Students will get there at 4 o'clock. And then after Grand March, students will go to Mall of America. And the dance is from 8 until 10, and then rides will be from 10 until 11:30. Sure, it's just written in the stars. So one general theme about our prom is that everybody is invited. It's not just a couples only event. So we keep it general. It's all written in the stars that everybody goes and everyone has a good time. Boy, you know, there are 3 other proms going on the same weekend as ours. So I would advise the males especially, get out there and get your tuxes as soon as possible. And for the dresses, you've got a little bit more leeway. Of course, you want to get it at least 2 weeks before prom, so you can make sure that you can, if you need alterations, you can get those done. You know, it's kind of like the finishing touches before we send all juniors and seniors out into the world, especially seniors. It's just that magical thing. People talk about prom for their entire life, so you want to make sure that you're a part of it. And I think the big part of it is it's just like that, it's finishing school. It's your kind of your crossover into adulthood, into some fancy formal event. So it's a neat thing. But in addition to keeping it formal, we also keep it lighthearted and fun. And your prom committee has been very creative on what can we do for students who maybe dancing's not their big thing. We have a photo booth, we have a foosball table that we're going to have this year. So we've got some things dispersed to make sure that if you're not a big, huge dancer, you'll still have fun at prom.
Another thing to note with prom coming up is that people will be doing their own promposals to ask that special someone to prom.
You can record your promposal and send it to us on Twitter at Eagan_AM. You may be lucky enough to be showcased on Eagan AM and even be chosen for Best Promposal.
Unfortunately, I was not able to record my promposal, so I will not be in this competition.
Last Friday was a state tournament for speech.
Eagan sent 16 people to the competition.
Congratulations to Julia Sexton, Elsie Gorin, Divya Mooley, Claire Nelson, Mary Vanderhoven, Isabel Hopewell, Emma Zelmer, and Josh Drucker and Jack Flynn for finaling at state.
Also, congrats to Eagan AM's own Aaron Lutz for winning extemporaneous speaking.
Nice job, everyone.
Graduation is just around the corner. Seniors are deciding what they are going to be doing within the next year.
Whether it is college, tech school, military, or taking a year off of school and working full-time, each student will be heading off to pursue their preferred path.
We have a few reminders of deadlines for those who are going to post-secondary education and the military.
If you are going to college, remember that for most schools, the final admissions deadline is May 1st.
Most housing deadlines are due at the end of this month.
Most military branches head off to basic in mid-July.
And if you are volunteering or going to work, keep track of your deadlines and be prompt.
It's that time of year again, encore season.
Eagan's annual variety show opens this weekend, and we caught up with some of Eagan's tech crew to find out more from behind the scenes.
So in Encore, I'm the stage manager, so that means that during rehearsals, I'll be working with the cast and just getting a feel for the show and all of that stuff. And then once we hit the actual show, I'll be calling it from up here in the booth, and so that'll be telling lights and sound and all of that jazz when to start and do their job.
For me, the important part is to make sure that all the technical aspects come together, work together. The kids who run the show are properly trained, know what their roles are, what they're doing, and how to do them.
I think the most challenging part of my job is getting into tech rehearsals from being in just rehearsals in the choir room, because it's such a different world when you're on stage, and so it's hard to like make sure that everything is working together and we're moving along and all of that while I'm splitting my time between the cast and the tech crew.
I think coming up with a concept for the design that tried to work the theme, the edge into it, while still being able to support the performers on stage and the band on stage was a little bit of a challenge.
So I have a headset which is right back here, and so I just have this guy on during the show, and I'll just be talking to them. So we'll have a bunch of people backstage on headset, and the band director will be on headset, as well as the people up here in the booth. The lights, the sound will all be on headset as well.
We're using 20 wireless mics. We have 20 handheld, and then we use 20 lavs as well. We have some floor mics to pick up tap number. We have area mics to help pick up the children's choir. And then we have about 20 mics in the band as well to pick up the various instruments. I love my job. It's a lot of fun. It is difficult. I get new kids every year coming in to learn the technical side of the show. But in the end, once everybody kind of clicks into place, it works out really, really well.
Signing off for Eagan AM, I'm Rachel Sukup.
Thanks, Rachel. The snow is mostly gone and spring sports are here, and so is Michael Melville. Thanks for joining us at the desk today.
Thanks for having me. It's been a while. It's pretty cool to do sports up here. As you said, spring sports are finally starting to play games outside. Girls lacrosse had their first game on Tuesday and took the victory against St. Louis Park, 17-6. Softball had a game against Lakeville South and tied, and then beat Apple Valley earlier in the week. Girls track had a meet at Lakeville South, and the boys have a meet at St. Thomas tomorrow. The boys tennis team finally got a competition in as the courts were finally dry enough for the balls to bounce, and boys lacrosse had played 2 games this year, losing 15-8 against Chanhassen and winning 17-1 against Apple Valley. For the past couple of weeks, WCR has been in a holding pattern due to all of the snow. We took that time to come up with a new segment we think you'll really like called Mic'd Up. Here's the first of hopefully many. On Eagan AM for you guys called Mic'd Up. So what Mic'd Up basically is I'm going to wear a microphone at different sports practices. Today I'm joining the track guys outside as we have a little fun in the snow. So if you want your sport to be covered on Mic'd Up, find me, contact me. I'll wear a mic at your practice and try your sport out to give the whole school a look at what you really do.
This is Bergie. Bergie's a sophomore. He was my link kid, little known fact. Now we're buddies. So that's what link can do for you. So be a good link leader. You get buddies. Yeah, you get buddies like Bergie.
We have the snow shuttle relay. What that means is you and your team are going to be going 100 meters. What you have to do is every 20 before the next person can go, you're going to drop and you're going to make a snow angel.
The snow's kind of tough for that.
And this, you got to get in there. You got to get into this stuff. Dig it down.
Yeah, let's do the relay first.
I'm going to bust my ass on this snow.
Oh, I know.
Come on, Paul.
We got 5th, yeah.
6. You guys got 6.
Well,
Guys,
team 6.
my team.
We lacked some speed in the whole Snow Angel department. That cost us the victory. Not gonna lie. Sloppy Snow Angels cost us.
Listen. Okay, second one, the snow put. That one's pretty easy. We're gonna make snowballs that are about yay big, the size of a 12, let's go 16-pound shot. 3, 2, 1, throw!
I would lose. Oh, who just launched that?
Okay, and then build a team snowman.
Of course.
We need another arm, guys.
Oh, this is the background
Oh, money. We're done. We're done. We're done.
So this is our snowman. We named him Juan. He's now part of Team 6. As you can see, he found God. He's saluting as he is an ex-soldier. He's got abs because he's an ex-soldier as well. Yeah, so our inspiration for Juan came from being told to build a snowman, and we just kind of went with it.
So did I. I had a chain. Team 2.
What's Team 2?
We didn't perform today. Just how it is.
It was a good competition,
It
Michael.
was. It was.
I think we ended up with
The throw a snowball at your favorite coach biathlon.
Jesse, you're getting beaned.
You have to run 100 meters and then hit us at 15 yards. No.
I'm dragging a mic. I broke it. My mic broke. It's okay though.
The winning team is Team 1!
Yeah! 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 Woo! Haha! Hey.
Obviously, this is not a typical track practice, but it's still fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get more like this later in this year with other sports. That's all I have for Mic'd Up this week. Back to you guys.
That was really fun.
It's hard to believe looking at all that snow that we filmed that just last week.
Did you know where Olivia was? Let's take a look.
Here I am right outside the service hallway in the maintenance room. This is where the custodians get all of their tools to help keep our school running. Signing off for Eagan AM, I'm Olivia Daniels. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Olivia. Join Spectrums this Friday in a vow of silence to recognize LGBT youth who are silenced by bullying and harassment. The silent activity will be conducted during pause at the tables outside of the attendance office.
That's all we have for you this week.
Stay awesome, Wildcats.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey